What if the stones beneath our feet could speak? What stories would they tell of civilizations long forgotten, of hands that shaped them, and of secrets buried in the dust of time? These silent giants, known as megaliths, are more than just ancient rocks. They are the echoes of a world we barely understand. Scattered across the globe, these massive stone structures have stood for thousands of years, defying time and weather, yet their true purpose remains shrouded in mystery. Were they temples to forgotten gods, markers of celestial events, or perhaps something even more profound? Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the uncharted histories of 25 prehistoric megaliths, each with its own tale of wonder and intrigue. From the towering moai of Easter Island to the enigmatic stones of Carnac, we'll explore the lesser-known stories behind these ancient marvels. So, if you're ready to step into the unknown and unravel the secrets of the past, stay with us because history's greatest mysteries are waiting to be revealed. Now, let's turn our attention to a place that rewrites the very timeline of human history, the forgotten giants of Göbekli Tepe. Nestled in the rugged landscapes of southeastern Turkey, this ancient site is not just another collection of stones. It is the oldest known megalithic structure in the world, dating back over 11,000 years. That's right long before the pyramids of Egypt or Stonehenge, Göbekli Tepe was already standing, a testament to the ingenuity of its creators. What makes this site so extraordinary is not just its age, but the sheer complexity of its design. Massive T-shaped pillars, some weighing several tons, are intricately carved with detailed reliefs of animals, symbols, and abstract patterns. These carvings are not random, they tell a story, though one we are still struggling to decipher. Were they depictions of gods, symbols of power, or perhaps a record of celestial events? The truth remains elusive, but here's the real mystery. Göbekli Tepe was built by a society that, according to conventional wisdom, shouldn't have been capable of such feats. This was a time before agriculture, before permanent settlements, and yet, the builders of Göbekli Tepe demonstrated advanced engineering skills that defy our understanding of prehistoric life. How did they move and erect these massive stones without the tools or technology we associate with such achievements? And why did they bury the entire site intentionally, preserving it for millennia until its rediscovery in the 1990s? Göbekli Tepe challenges everything we thought we knew about early human societies. It suggests that our ancestors were far more sophisticated than we've given them credit for, capable of organizing large-scale projects and creating monumental art long before the rise of civilization as we know it. As we continue to uncover its secrets, one thing is clear. Göbekli Tepe is not just a relic of the past, it's a puzzle that forces us to rethink the origins of human creativity and collaboration. And with that, we've only just begun to scratch the surface of this ancient marvel. But as we move forward, another enigmatic site awaits, the Carnac stones of France, where thousands of standing stones stretch across the landscape, each with its own story to tell. Now let's journey from the ancient marvels of Göbekli Tepe to the windswept coast of Brittany in France, where another prehistoric wonder awaits, the enigmatic stones of Carnac. Stretching across the landscape like silent sentinels, this site boasts one of the largest collections of megaliths in the world, with over 3,000 standing stones arranged in rows that seem to defy time itself. The Carnac stones are not just a random scattering of rocks. They are meticulously aligned, forming long avenues that stretch for miles. Some researchers believe these alignments may have served as pathways for ancient rituals, while others suggest they could have had an astronomical purpose. Imagine standing here thousands of years ago, watching the sun rise or set in perfect alignment with these stones, marking the changing seasons or celestial events. Could these stones have been an ancient calendar, a way for prehistoric people to track time and navigate their world? The possibility is as fascinating as it is mysterious. But the stones of Carnac are not just about science, they are steeped in myth and legend. local folklore tells of a Roman legion turned to stone by the wizard Merlin, frozen in place for eternity. Another tale speaks of a giant who carried the stones in his apron, scattering them across the land as he walked. These stories, while fantastical, reflect the awe and reverence these stones have inspired for centuries. What's equally intriguing is the sheer scale of the effort required to create this site. Each stone, some weighing several tons, was quarried, transported, and erected by hand, a feat that speaks to the determination and ingenuity of its builders. Yet, like so many megalithic sites, the true purpose of Carnac remains shrouded in mystery. Were these stones part of a grand religious complex, a territorial marker, or something else entirely? As we stand among these ancient stones, we're reminded of the enduring human desire to leave a mark on the world, to create something that outlasts us. The Carnac stones are more than just a collection of rocks. They are a testament to the creativity and ambition of our ancestors, a puzzle that continues to captivate and inspire. And as we leave the mysteries of Carnac behind, our journey takes us to a place where towering stone figures gaze out over the Pacific, the silent sentinels of Easter Island. Now, as we leave the windswept plains of Carnac behind, our journey takes us to a remote island in the vast Pacific Ocean, Easter Island. Here, the iconic Moai statues stand as silent sentinels, their enigmatic gaze fixed on the horizon. These towering figures, carved from volcanic rock, are among the most recognizable symbols of prehistoric megalithic art, yet their story is far more complex than their stoic expressions suggest. The Moai are not just statues, they are masterpieces of engineering and artistry. Each one was meticulously carved from the volcanic tuff of Rono Roroku, a quarry that still bears the scars of this ancient industry. Some of these statues stand over 30 feet tall and weigh as much as 80 tons, a testament to the skill and determination of the Rapa Nui people who created them. But how did they move these colossal figures across the island? This question has puzzled researchers for decades. One theory suggests that the statues were walked into place using a system of ropes and careful rocking motions, a method that would have required precise coordination and immense effort. Another idea proposes that they were transported on wooden sledges or rollers, though this raises questions about the availability of resources on an island with limited timber. Regardless of the method, the transportation of the Moai was a monumental achievement, one that speaks to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of their creators. Yet, the story of the Moai is also a story of societal collapse. At its peak, Easter Island was home to a thriving culture, but over time, deforestation, overpopulation, and resource depletion led to a dramatic decline. Many of the Moai were left unfinished in the quarry, as if time itself had frozen their creation. Others were toppled, their faces buried in the earth, a haunting reminder of a civilization that pushed its environment to the brink. But what was the purpose of these statues? While many believe they were erected to honor ancestors or chiefs, lesser-known theories suggest they may have had a more practical role. Some researchers propose that the Moai were part of a complex system to manage resources, their placement marking boundaries or sacred sites. Others speculate that they served as navigational markers, guiding seafarers across the vast ocean. The Moai of Easter Island are more than just stone figures. They are a window into the triumphs and struggles of a people who dared to dream big. As we stand before these silent sentinels, we are reminded of the fragility of human achievement and the enduring power of creativity. And as we prepare to leave this remote island, our next destination takes us to the Emerald Hills of Ireland, where the hidden chambers of Newgrange await. Now, as we journey from the remote shores of Easter Island, our path leads us to the lush, green landscapes of Ireland, where the ancient site of Newgrange awaits. This prehistoric tomb, older than both Stonehenge and the Great Pyramids of Giza, is a marvel of Neolithic engineering and a testament to the ingenuity of its creators. Built over 5,000 years ago, Newgrange is more than just a burial site. It is a celestial timekeeper, a spiritual sanctuary, and a masterpiece of megalithic art. At first glance, Newgrange appears as a large, circular mound, its exterior covered in white quartz stones that gleam in the sunlight. But it is what lies within that truly captivates the imagination. The tomb's narrow passageway, stretching over 60 feet, leads to a central chamber designed with remarkable precision. This chamber is aligned with the rising sun during the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. For a few precious minutes, sunlight streams through a specially designed roof box, illuminating the inner sanctum in a breathtaking display of ancient astronomical knowledge. The walls of Newgrange are adorned with intricate carvings, spirals, and geometric patterns that have puzzled researchers for centuries. Some believe these symbols represent the cycles of life, death, and rebirth, while others suggest they may have served as maps of the stars or markers of sacred rituals. Whatever their meaning, these carvings are a testament to the artistic and spiritual depth of the people who created them. But who were these builders? The mystery of Newgrange's creators is as compelling as the structure itself. The tomb was constructed by a society that left no written records, leaving us to piece together their story through the stones they left behind. What we do know is that they possessed advanced knowledge of astronomy, engineering, and art, skills that allowed them to create a monument that has endured for millennia. The spiritual significance of Newgrange is another layer of its enduring allure. Many believe it was a place of ritual and ceremony, a gateway between the world of the living and the realm of the ancestors. The alignment with the winter solstice suggests a deep connection to the cycles of nature, a celebration of light overcoming darkness, and a reminder of the eternal rhythms of the cosmos. As we step back from this ancient marvel, we are left with more questions than answers. How did a society with such limited technology achieve such precision? What drove them to create a monument that would outlast their own civilization? And what secrets still lie hidden within its chambers, waiting to be uncovered? Newgrange is not just a tomb, it is a testament to human creativity, resilience, and our timeless quest to understand the mysteries of existence. And as we prepare to leave this sacred site, our journey continues to the sunken city of Yonaguni, where another enigmatic chapter of prehistoric history awaits. Leaving the ancient mysteries of Newgrange behind, we now dive into the depths of the Pacific Ocean, where the enigmatic sunken city of Yonaguni lies hidden beneath the waves. Located off the coast of Yonaguni Island in Japan, this underwater site has sparked intense debate among researchers, archaeologists, and enthusiasts alike. Are these massive stone structures the remnants of a lost civilization, or are they simply the result of natural geological processes? The answer remains as elusive as the site itself. Discovered in the late 1980s by a local diver, the Yonaguni monument consists of a series of terraced platforms, sharp edges, and what appear to be staircases carved into the rock. Some of these formations rise as high as 80 feet, creating a surreal underwater landscape that feels almost otherworldly. The most striking feature is a massive rectangular structure, often referred to as the monument, which bears uncanny resemblances to man-made pyramids and temples found in other parts of the world. Supporters of the man-made theory argue that the precision and symmetry of the structures are too deliberate to be the work of nature alone. They point to the straight edges, right angles, and what appear to be tool marks on the stone as evidence of human intervention. Some even suggest that Yonaguni could be a remnant of the mythical lost continent of Mu, a Pacific counterpart to Atlantis, though this remains highly speculative. On the other hand, skeptics contend that the formations are entirely natural, shaped by the powerful currents and tectonic activity that characterize the region. They argue that the sandstone found at Yonaguni is prone to fracturing in ways that can create flat surfaces and sharp angles, giving the illusion of human craftsmanship. To add to the mystery, no definitive artifacts such as tools or pottery have been found at the site to conclusively prove human involvement. Adding another layer to the debate is the potential connection to ancient civilizations. If the structures are indeed man-made, they would date back to a time when sea levels were significantly lower, suggesting the existence of a sophisticated society capable of large-scale construction. This raises tantalizing questions about the history of human civilization in the Pacific and whether advanced cultures thrived here long before recorded history. The underwater environment of Yonaguni also presents unique challenges for researchers. Strong currents, limited visibility, and the sheer depth of the site make exploration difficult and time-consuming. Despite these obstacles, ongoing studies continue to shed light on this fascinating location, with each dive offering new clues and raising new questions. As we ponder the origins of the Yonaguni monument, we are reminded of how much of our planet's history remains hidden beneath the waves. Whether natural or man-made, this underwater marvel invites us to reconsider what we know about the past and the capabilities of ancient societies. And as we resurface from the depths of Yonaguni, our journey takes us next to the mysterious menhirs of Filatosa, where another chapter of prehistoric intrigue awaits. Now, as we leave the underwater enigma of Yonaguni behind, our journey takes us to the rugged landscapes of Corsica, where the mysterious menhirs of Filatosa stand as silent witnesses to a forgotten past. These towering stone monuments scattered across the island are unlike any other megalithic structures in the world. What sets them apart are the intricate carvings etched into their surfaces, depicting human faces, weapons, and symbols that have puzzled researchers for decades. The menhirs of Filatosa date back to the Bronze Age, around 3,500 years ago, making them some of the oldest and most enigmatic megaliths in Europe. Unlike the smooth, unadorned stones found at many other sites, the menhirs here are adorned with detailed engravings that seem to tell a story. Some of the carvings depict warriors armed with swords and shields, while others feature abstract patterns that may hold symbolic meaning. These carvings have led many to believe that the menhirs were not merely markers or monuments, but played a central role in the rituals and beliefs of the people who created them. One of the most compelling theories about the menhirs is that they served as a form of ancient propaganda. The carvings of warriors and weapons suggest that the stones may have been erected to commemorate victories in battle or to intimidate rival tribes. This idea is supported by the fact that many of the menhirs are positioned in prominent locations, visible from a distance, as if to assert dominance over the surrounding landscape. Another theory proposes that the menhirs were part of a larger ceremonial complex, possibly linked to ancestor worship or spiritual practices. The human faces carved into the stones could represent revered ancestors or deities, serving as a connection between the living and the divine. The placement of the menhirs in relation to natural features, such as rivers and hills, further suggests that they may have been aligned with celestial events or used in rituals tied to the cycles of nature. The civilization responsible for creating these menhirs remains shrouded in mystery. Known as the Taurine culture, this ancient society left behind few other traces of their existence, making the menhirs of Filatosa one of the few windows into their world. What we do know is that they were skilled stonemasons, capable of shaping and transporting massive blocks of granite with remarkable precision. The tools and techniques they used remain a subject of fascination, as do the motivations behind their monumental creations. As we stand before these ancient stones, we are reminded of the enduring power of human creativity and the mysteries that still surround our prehistoric ancestors. The menhirs of Filatosa invite us to imagine a time when these stones were not relics of the past but vibrant symbols of a living culture. And as we prepare to move on, our next stop takes us to the stone circles of Senegambia, where another chapter of megalithic history awaits. Shifting our focus from the rugged landscapes of Corsica, We now journey to the sun-drenched plains of Senegal and Gambia, where the stone circles of Senegambia stand as one of the most extensive and mysterious megalithic sites in the world. These circles, numbering over 1,000 across the region, are a testament to the ingenuity and spiritual depth of the ancient peoples who built them. Unlike the towering menhirs of Philitosa, the stone circles of Senegambia are more understated in their design, yet they carry a profound cultural and historical weight that continues to resonate with local communities today. The stone circles are believed to have been constructed between the 3rd century BCE and the 16th century CE, spanning over a millennium of human activity. Each circle is made up of laterite stones, a type of iron-rich rock that is abundant in the region. The stones vary in height, with some standing as tall as 2.5 meters, while others are much smaller. What makes these circles particularly fascinating is their precise arrangement. The stones are often placed in perfect circles or elliptical patterns, with some sites featuring multiple concentric rings. This level of precision suggests a deep understanding of geometry and a deliberate effort to create spaces of significance. One of the most compelling aspects of the Senegambian stone circles is their connection to burial practices. Many of the circles are associated with ancient graves, leading researchers to believe that they served as funerary monuments. The stones may have marked the resting places of important individuals, such as chiefs, warriors, or spiritual leaders. In some cases, the graves contain artifacts like pottery, jewelry, and weapons, offering glimpses into the lives and status of those buried there. This has led to the theory that the circles were not just places of remembrance, but also sites of ritual and ceremony, where the living honored the dead and sought to maintain a connection with their ancestors. The construction techniques used to create these circles are another source of intrigue. The laterite stones were quarried from nearby areas and transported to the sites, a task that would have required significant effort and coordination. The stones were then shaped and erected using tools made from harder materials such as quartz. The precision with which the stones were placed suggests that the builders had a sophisticated understanding of engineering and a clear vision for their work. This raises questions about the social organization of the communities that built the circles. Were they led by a centralized authority, or was this a collective effort driven by shared beliefs and traditions? For the local communities in Senegal and Gambia, the stone circles hold deep cultural significance. They are not just relics of the past, but living symbols of heritage and identity. Many communities view the circles as sacred spaces where the spirits of their ancestors reside. Rituals and ceremonies are still performed at some of the sites, connecting modern-day people with their ancient roots. This enduring connection highlights the importance of preserving these sites, not just as archaeological treasures, but as vital links to the cultural memory of the region. As we reflect on the stone circles of Senegambia, we are reminded of the universal human desire to honor the past and create spaces of meaning. These circles, with their quiet dignity and timeless presence, invite us to consider the lives and beliefs of those who came before us. And as we prepare to move forward, our next destination takes us to the dolmens of Korea, where another chapter of megalithic history awaits. Now, let's turn our attention to the enigmatic dolmens of Korea, some of the largest and most mysterious megalithic structures in the world. These ancient stone monuments scattered across the Korean peninsula have puzzled researchers for centuries. With their massive size and intricate construction, they stand as silent witnesses to a time when human ingenuity and determination reached extraordinary heights. The dolmens of Korea are part of a global phenomenon, but what sets them apart is their sheer scale and the sheer number of them. Over 30,000 dolmens have been identified in Korea, making it one of the most concentrated areas of these structures in the world. These dolmens are typically composed of two or more large upright stones supporting a massive capstone, creating a table-like structure. Some of these capstones weigh as much as 300 tons, raising the question of how ancient peoples managed to move and position such colossal stones without modern machinery. One of the most fascinating aspects of these dolmens is their connection to burial practices. Many of them are believed to have served as tombs for important individuals, such as tribal leaders or revered figures. Beneath the capstones, archaeologists have discovered burial chambers containing human remains, pottery, and other artifacts. These findings suggest that the dolmens were not just markers of death, but also symbols of status and power. The effort required to construct them indicates that those buried within were held in high regard, their memory preserved through these monumental structures. The construction techniques used to build the dolmens are another source of wonder. The stones were quarried from nearby areas, often requiring the transportation of massive blocks over considerable distances. How did ancient Koreans achieve this? Some theories suggest the use of log rollers, ramps, and levers, while others propose that the stones were moved during winter, sliding them over frozen ground. Regardless of the method, the precision and coordination required to erect these dolmens speak to a highly organized society with advanced knowledge of engineering and logistics. Adding to the mystery is the cultural significance of these structures. While their primary purpose appears to have been funerary, some researchers believe they may have also served as ceremonial sites or territorial markers. The dolmens are often found in clusters, suggesting that they were part of larger ritual landscapes. For the ancient Koreans, these stones may have been more than just tombs. They could have been places where the living connected with the spiritual world, honoring their ancestors and seeking their guidance. Today, the dolmens of Korea are recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Sites, celebrated not only for their historical importance but also for their cultural legacy. They remind us of the ingenuity and resilience of ancient peoples who, with limited tools and technology, created enduring monuments that continue to inspire awe. As we leave the dolmens behind, our journey takes us next to the lost city of Nan Madol, where another chapter of megalithic mystery awaits. Now, as we venture further into the mysteries of prehistoric megaliths, we find ourselves drawn to the remote waters of Micronesia, where the lost city of Nan Madol rises from the Pacific like a forgotten dream. This ancient city, built on a series of artificial islands, is a marvel of engineering and a testament to the ingenuity of its creators. Known as the Venice of the Pacific, Nan Madol is a labyrinth of stone structures, canals, and platforms that have baffled archaeologists and historians for generations. The construction of Nan Madol is nothing short of extraordinary. The city is made up of over 90 artificial islands, each built from massive basalt columns stacked like logs. These columns, some weighing several tons, were quarried from distant locations and transported across the water to the site. How the builders achieved this feat remains a mystery, as they lacked the advanced tools and technology we associate with such monumental projects. Some theories suggest the use of rafts or floating platforms, while others propose that the stones were moved during high tides. Regardless of the method, the precision and scale of Nan Madol's construction reveal a society with remarkable skill and determination. The purpose of Nan Madol is equally intriguing. Many believe it served as a ceremonial and political center for the Sordelor dynasty, a powerful ruling class that once dominated the region. The city's layout, with its grand temples, tombs, and residential areas, suggests it was a place of great importance. The largest structure, known as Nan Dowers, is thought to have been a royal tomb or a sacred site where rituals were performed. The canals that weave through the city may have been used for transportation, connecting the islands and facilitating trade or communication. Yet, Nan Madol is not just a place of stone and water. It is also a place of legend. Local stories speak of sorcerers and gods who aided in its construction, using magical powers to move the massive stones. Other tales describe the city's downfall, attributing it to the wrath of the gods or the hubris of its rulers. According to one legend, the Sordelor dynasty grew tyrannical, provoking a rebellion that led to their overthrow and the abandonment of Nan Madol. These stories, while shrouded in myth, add a layer of intrigue to the city's history, blending fact and folklore in a way that captivates the imagination. Today, Nan Madol stands as a haunting reminder of a lost civilization. Its crumbling walls and silent canals evoke a sense of wonder and melancholy, inviting us to ponder the lives of those who built it and the forces that led to its decline. As we leave this enigmatic city behind, our journey takes us next to the alignments of Almenda's cromlech, where the stones whisper secrets of the stars and the ancient minds that sought to understand them. Turning our gaze now to the rolling hills of Portugal, we encounter the Almenda's cromlech, a prehistoric marvel that stands as one of the oldest stone circles in Europe. This ancient site, dating back over 7,000 years, is a testament to the ingenuity and astronomical knowledge of its creators. Unlike the towering monoliths of other megalithic sites, the Almenda's cromlech is a collection of nearly 100 granite stones arranged in an elliptical pattern, each one carefully placed to align with the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. The alignment of the stones at Almenda's cromlech is one of its most fascinating features. Archaeologists believe that the site was used as an ancient observatory, where early societies tracked celestial events to mark the changing seasons. The stones are positioned in such a way that they correspond to key points in the solar and lunar cycles, such as the solstices and equinoxes. This suggests that the builders had a deep understanding of astronomy, using the stones as a calendar to guide agricultural activities and religious ceremonies. The precision of these alignments is remarkable, especially considering the tools and knowledge available at the time. But the Almenda's cromlech is more than just an astronomical tool. It is also a place of mystery and ritual. Some of the stones bear carvings and symbols, including spirals, circles, and wavy lines, which may have held spiritual or symbolic significance. These markings hint at the beliefs and practices of the people who built the site, offering a glimpse into their worldview. The arrangement of the stones, with their gradual shift from a circular to an elliptical shape, may also reflect changes in the society's rituals or beliefs over time. The site's location adds another layer of intrigue. Situated on a hilltop with sweeping views of the surrounding landscape, the Almenda's cromlech would have been a prominent feature in the lives of its builders. The elevated position not only provided a clear vantage point for observing the sky, but also connected the site to the natural world in a profound way. It is easy to imagine the ancient people gathering here under the vast expanse of the heavens to celebrate the cycles of nature and seek guidance from the stars. As we stand among these ancient stones, we are reminded of the enduring human desire to understand the cosmos and our place within it. The Almenda's cromlech is a bridge between the past and the present, a place where the mysteries of the universe continue to unfold. From here, our journey takes us to the windswept shores of Scotland, where the Astonished stones rise like silent sentinels, guarding secrets of the moon and the rituals of a bygone era. Leaving the sunlit hills of Portugal behind, we now journey to the rugged, windswept landscapes of Scotland, where the Astonished stones stand as one of the most enigmatic megalithic sites in the world. This ancient stone circle, located on the Isle of Lewis in the Outer Hebrides, is a hauntingly beautiful arrangement of towering monoliths that have captivated archaeologists, historians, and visitors for centuries. Unlike many other megalithic sites, the Astonished stones are uniquely aligned with the moon, adding a layer of mystery to their purpose and significance. The Astonished stones consist of a central circle of 13 standing stones, with a single massive monolith at its heart. Radiating outward from this central circle are 4 avenues of stones, forming a cross-like pattern that stretches toward the cardinal directions. This distinctive layout sets the Astonished stones apart from other stone circles, suggesting a complex and deliberate design. But what truly sets this site apart is its connection to the moon. Every 18.6 years, the moon enters a phase known as the lunar standstill, where it appears to hover low on the horizon, skimming the landscape in a way that aligns perfectly with the stones. This rare celestial event would have been a spectacular sight for the ancient people who built the site, and it likely held profound spiritual or ceremonial significance. The alignment with the moon suggests that the Astonished stones served as more than just a calendar or observatory. Many researchers believe the site was a place of ritual and worship, where ancient communities gathered to honor the cycles of the moon and the forces of nature. The stones themselves, some reaching heights of over 3 meters, are imposing and awe-inspiring, creating a sense of reverence and mystery. Their placement may have been intended to channel or amplify spiritual energy, making the site a focal point for ceremonies, offerings, or even divination. Adding to the intrigue are the carvings found on some of the stones, including spiral patterns and other symbols that may have held sacred meaning. These markings hint at the beliefs and practices of the people who built the Astonished stones, offering a tantalizing glimpse into their worldview. The site's remote location, surrounded by the wild beauty of the Scottish Highlands, further enhances its mystical aura. It is easy to imagine the ancient people gathering here under the light of the moon, their rituals echoing across the centuries. The Astonished stones also raise questions about the society that created them. How did they transport and erect these massive stones in such a remote location? What tools and techniques did they use, and what drove them to build a site so intricately connected to the moon? These questions remain unanswered, adding to the enduring allure of the Astonished stones. As we stand among these ancient monoliths, we are reminded of humanity's timeless fascination with the cosmos and our desire to connect with forces greater than ourselves. The Astonished stones are not just a monument to the past, they are a testament to the enduring power of mystery and wonder. From here, our journey takes us to the sun-drenched shores of the Mediterranean, where the megalithic temples of Malta await, their secrets hidden beneath layers of time and legend. Shifting our focus from the windswept landscapes of Scotland, we now travel to the lush, volcanic hills of West Java, Indonesia, where the enigmatic site of Gunung Padang lies hidden beneath layers of earth and mystery. Often referred to as the world's oldest pyramid, Gunung Padang has sparked intense debate among archaeologists, historians, and researchers, challenging our understanding of ancient civilizations and their capabilities. The site itself is a terraced hill covered in ancient stone structures that appear to form a stepped pyramid. Unlike the towering pyramids of Egypt or Mesoamerica, Gunung Padang is built into the natural landscape, blending seamlessly with its surroundings. What makes this site so controversial is the claim that it dates back to an astonishing 20,000 years, far older than any other known megalithic structure. If true, this would rewrite the timeline of human history, suggesting that advanced societies existed long before previously thought. However, the age of Gunung Padang is hotly contested. Some researchers argue that the site is much younger, dating back only a few thousand years, while others point to geological surveys and carbon dating that suggest a far more ancient origin. The debate centers on whether the site's layers of stone and soil were naturally formed or deliberately constructed by human hands. Proponents of the older date believe that the site was built in stages over millennia, with each generation adding to its complexity and significance. The purpose of Gunung Padang is equally shrouded in mystery. Some theories suggest it was a sacred temple or ceremonial site, possibly aligned with celestial events. Others propose it served as a fortress or a place of governance, given its strategic location and commanding view of the surrounding landscape. The site's terrace design and intricate stonework hint at a sophisticated understanding of engineering and architecture, raising questions about the knowledge and skills of its builders. Adding to the intrigue are the legends surrounding Gunung Padang. Local folklore speaks of a powerful ancient kingdom that once thrived in the region, with the site serving as a center of spiritual and political power. These stories, passed down through generations, add a layer of cultural significance to the site, connecting it to the identity and heritage of the local people. Despite the ongoing debates, one thing is clear: Gunung Padang is a site of immense historical and archaeological importance. Whether it is the world's oldest pyramid or a more recent creation, it challenges us to rethink our assumptions about prehistoric societies and their achievements. The site's mysteries continue to draw researchers and visitors alike, each hoping to uncover the secrets buried within its ancient stones. As we leave the volcanic hills of Indonesia, our journey takes us to the ancient quarries of Baalbek in Lebanon, where the massive stones of a forgotten civilization await, their origins and purpose still shrouded in mystery. Now let's journey to the rugged landscapes of Lebanon, where the ancient quarries of Baalbek hold secrets that defy explanation. Nestled in the Bekaa Valley, Baalbek is home to some of the most massive and precisely cut stones ever discovered, leaving archaeologists and engineers alike in awe of the ancient world's capabilities. At the heart of this mystery lies the quarry where these colossal stones were extracted. Here you'll find the famous Stone of the Pregnant Woman, a single block weighing an estimated 1,200 tons. To put that into perspective, it's heavier than 3 fully loaded Boeing 747 airplanes. The sheer size of this stone raises an immediate question: how did the ancient builders manage to move something so enormous without modern machinery? The quarry itself is a marvel, with clear evidence of advanced stone-cutting techniques. The precision of the cuts suggests the use of tools and methods far beyond what we typically associate with ancient civilizations. Some researchers believe that the builders used a combination of levers, ramps, and rollers, while others speculate about the possibility of lost technologies or even extraterrestrial assistance. The truth remains elusive, but the scale of the operation speaks to a level of organization and skill that challenges our understanding of the past. Equally baffling is the transportation of these stones to the nearby temple complex. The distance between the quarry and the construction site is not insignificant, and the terrain is far from flat. Moving a stone weighing hundreds or even thousands of tons would have required an extraordinary feat of engineering and manpower. Some theories suggest the use of wooden sleds, ropes, and large teams of workers, but even these explanations struggle to account for the sheer magnitude of the task. The purpose of these massive stones adds another layer to the mystery. Baalbek's temple complex, dedicated to the Roman gods Jupiter, Bacchus, and Venus, is one of the most impressive archaeological sites in the world. The massive stones form the foundation of the Temple of Jupiter, suggesting they were intended to convey power, stability, and divine connection. Yet, the origins of the site predate the Romans, with some evidence pointing to earlier civilizations, such as the Phoenicians or even more ancient cultures. Local legends and historical accounts further deepen the intrigue. Stories speak of giants or divine beings who built the site, while others suggest it was a place of immense spiritual significance long before the Romans arrived. These tales, though unverified, highlight the enduring fascination with Baalbek and its seemingly impossible construction. As we stand before the ancient quarries of Baalbek, we're left with more questions than answers. How did an ancient civilization achieve such monumental feats of engineering? What tools and techniques did they use? And perhaps most importantly, what does this tell us about the capabilities of our ancestors? From the quarries of Baalbek, our exploration takes us next to the precision-cut stones of Puma Punku in Bolivia, where another ancient mystery awaits, challenging our understanding of history and human ingenuity. Now let's shift our focus to the high-altitude plains of Bolivia, where the enigmatic stones of Puma Punku continue to baffle researchers and visitors alike. Located near the ancient city of Tiwanaku, Puma Punku is a site that defies conventional explanations, with its intricately carved stones and precise engineering that seem almost otherworldly. The stones at Puma Punku are unlike anything else found in the ancient world. Made from andesite and red sandstone, they are cut with such precision that the edges are razor-sharp and the surfaces are perfectly flat. Some of the stones feature complex geometric patterns, including H-shaped blocks with perfectly symmetrical notches and grooves. The level of craftsmanship suggests the use of advanced tools and techniques, far beyond what we typically associate with the time period, estimated to be around 500 to 600 AD. One of the most striking aspects of Puma Punku is the modular design of its stones. The blocks fit together like pieces of a puzzle, interlocking without the use of mortar. This technique, known as ashlar masonry, requires an extraordinary level of skill and precision. The question that arises is, how did an ancient civilization achieve such mastery over stonework without modern tools or machinery? Theories about the builders of Puma Punku range from the plausible to the extraordinary. Some researchers believe that the Tiwanaku civilization, which thrived in the region, was responsible for its construction. However, the sheer complexity of the site has led others to speculate about the involvement of lost technologies or even extraterrestrial assistance. While these ideas remain speculative, they highlight the enduring mystery of Puma Punku and the questions it raises about human history. Another puzzling aspect of Puma Punku is the transportation of its massive stones. The nearest quarry is located several miles away, and the stones weigh up to 130 tons. Moving them across the rugged terrain would have been a monumental task, requiring not only advanced engineering but also a highly organized workforce. Some theories suggest the use of ramps, sleds, and ropes, but the exact methods remain unknown. The purpose of Puma Punku adds another layer of intrigue. Some believe it was a religious or ceremonial site, while others suggest it served as a hub for trade or even a form of ancient technology. The alignment of the stones with celestial events has led to speculation about its use as an astronomical observatory. Yet, despite decades of research, the true purpose of Puma Punku remains shrouded in mystery. As we explore the precision-cut stones of Puma Punku, we're reminded of the ingenuity and creativity of ancient civilizations. The site challenges our understanding of history and forces us to reconsider what our ancestors were capable of achieving. From the high plains of Bolivia, our journey takes us next to the megalithic temples of Malta, where another ancient mystery awaits, offering new insights into the lives and beliefs of prehistoric peoples. Now, let's set our sights on the sun-drenched islands of Malta, where the hidden megaliths of this Mediterranean archipelago hold secrets that have puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. The megalithic temples of Malta are among the oldest free-standing structures in the world, predating even the pyramids of Egypt and Stonehenge. These ancient sites scattered across the islands offer a fascinating glimpse into a civilization that thrived over 5,000 years ago. The temples are renowned for their unique architecture, characterized by massive stone blocks arranged in intricate patterns. The most striking feature is the use of corbelling, a technique where stones are stacked in a way that creates a domed ceiling. This method, combined with the precise alignment of the structures, showcases the advanced engineering skills of their builders. The temples often feature elaborate carvings and altars, suggesting they were places of great importance, possibly used for rituals or ceremonies. One of the most intriguing aspects of these temples is their possible religious significance. Many of the sites contain altars, niches, and chambers that may have been used for offerings or worship. Some researchers believe the temples were dedicated to a mother goddess, as evidenced by the discovery of numerous figurines depicting female forms. Others suggest they served as astronomical observatories, with certain structures aligned to the solstices or equinoxes. The exact purpose remains a mystery, but the spiritual undertones are undeniable. The identity of the temple builders is another enigma. The civilization that constructed these megaliths left no written records, and their culture vanished abruptly around 2500 BC. Theories about their disappearance range from environmental changes to invasions, but no definitive answer has been found. What we do know is that their legacy endures in the form of these awe-inspiring structures, which continue to captivate visitors and researchers alike. Among the most famous temples is Haga Kim, known for its massive stone slabs and intricate carvings. Nearby, the Mnajdra complex offers a stunning example of how the temples were aligned with celestial events, particularly the equinoxes. These sites, along with others like Tarxian and Jiwith, dot above Gantaja, provide a window into the lives and beliefs of Malta's prehistoric inhabitants. As we explore the hidden megaliths of Malta, we're reminded of the ingenuity and creativity of ancient peoples. These temples stand as a testament to a civilization that, despite its mysterious disappearance, left behind a legacy that continues to inspire wonder and curiosity. From the sunlit shores of Malta, our journey now takes us to the rolling hills of England, where the enigmatic stones of Avebury await, offering another chapter in the story of prehistoric megaliths. Leaving the sunlit shores of Malta behind, we now journey to the lush, rolling hills of England, where the enigmatic stones of Avebury stand as one of the most remarkable prehistoric sites in the world. Unlike the towering monoliths of Stonehenge, Avebury's stone circle is vast and sprawling, encompassing an entire village within its boundaries. This makes it not only one of the largest stone circles ever constructed, but also one of the most intriguing. The Avebury complex is made up of a massive outer circle, originally composed of around 100 stones, with two smaller inner circles nestled within. The sheer scale of the site is breathtaking, with some of the stones weighing as much as 40 tons. What's even more astonishing is that these stones were transported and erected without the use of modern machinery, a feat that continues to baffle researchers. The purpose of this monumental effort remains a mystery, though many believe it was a place of great spiritual or ceremonial significance. One of the most fascinating aspects of Avebury is its alignment with the surrounding landscape. The stones are positioned in a way that seems to mirror natural features such as hills and rivers, suggesting a deep connection between the builders and their environment. Some researchers propose that the site was used as an astronomical observatory, with certain stones marking key celestial events like solstices or equinoxes. Others argue that it served as a gathering place for rituals, possibly linked to fertility or the cycles of nature. The myths surrounding Avebury are as captivating as the stones themselves. Local folklore tells of a devil who, angered by the construction of the circle, threw stones at the villagers, turning them to stone in the process. Another legend claims that the stones are actually petrified dancers who were caught celebrating on the Sabbath. While these tales are undoubtedly imaginative, they reflect the awe and reverence that Avebury has inspired for centuries. Over time, many of the stones were destroyed or buried, often due to religious or superstitious beliefs. In the 17th century, for example, some stones were toppled and buried by villagers who saw them as pagan symbols. Despite this, much of the site has been preserved, thanks in part to the efforts of archaeologists and historians who recognized its importance. Today, visitors can walk among the stones, feeling the weight of history and mystery that surrounds them. As we explore the enigmatic stones of Avebury, we're reminded of the ingenuity and spiritual depth of the people who built it. This ancient site, with its blend of grandeur and mystery, offers a glimpse into a world where the natural and the supernatural were deeply intertwined. From the sprawling stone circles of Avebury, our journey now takes us to the rugged landscapes of the Caucasus, where the forgotten dolmens of this region hold secrets of their own. Now, as we venture into the rugged landscapes of the Caucasus, we uncover a lesser-known chapter of prehistoric architecture, the forgotten dolmens of this region. Scattered across the mountains and valleys, these ancient stone structures stand as silent witnesses to a civilization long lost to time. Unlike the towering stone circles of Avebury, the dolmens of the Caucasus are smaller yet no less mysterious, with their unique designs and enigmatic origins sparking endless curiosity. The dolmens, often referred to as portal tombs, are characterized by their distinctive construction. Each dolmen typically consists of massive stone slabs arranged to form a chamber, with a large flat stone serving as the roof. What sets these structures apart is the precision with which they were built. The stones fit together so seamlessly that, in some cases, not even a blade of grass can slip between them. This level of craftsmanship, achieved thousands of years ago, raises questions about the tools and techniques used by their builders. One of the most intriguing aspects of these dolmens is their distribution. They are found in clusters, often near rivers or on elevated ground, suggesting a deliberate choice of location. Some researchers believe these sites were chosen for their spiritual or ceremonial significance, while others propose that they served as burial chambers for important individuals. The presence of human remains and artifacts within some dolmens supports this theory, but the true purpose of these structures remains shrouded in mystery. The builders of the Caucasus dolmens are another puzzle. Little is known about the people who created these monuments, as they left behind no written records or clear cultural traces. Some theories suggest they were part of a larger, interconnected prehistoric culture that spanned the region, while others argue they were a unique and isolated group. The dolmens themselves offer few clues, as their designs vary widely, from simple chambers to more elaborate structures adorned with carvings and symbols. Local legends add another layer of intrigue to these ancient sites. In some areas, the dolmens are said to be the work of giants who built them as homes or tombs. Others believe they were created by a race of dwarves who used the structures as shelters or places of worship. While these tales are undoubtedly imaginative, they reflect the deep sense of wonder and reverence that the dolmens have inspired for generations. Despite their historical significance, many of the Caucasus dolmens remain understudied and underappreciated. Over the centuries, some have been damaged or destroyed, either by natural forces or human activity. Yet, those that survive continue to captivate archaeologists and visitors alike, offering a tantalizing glimpse into a distant past. As we explore these forgotten megaliths, we're reminded of the enduring mystery of prehistoric cultures. The dolmens of the Caucasus, with their unique designs and enigmatic origins, stand as a testament to the ingenuity and spiritual depth of their builders. They invite us to ponder the lives and beliefs of those who came before us, leaving behind only these silent stone sentinels as clues to their world. From the rugged landscapes of the Caucasus, our journey now takes us to the ancient stelae of Tepe in Ethiopia, where another chapter of prehistoric mystery awaits. Now, as we journey from the enigmatic dolmens of the Caucasus to the sun-drenched plains of Ethiopia, we encounter the ancient stelae of Tepe. These towering stone monuments, etched with intricate carvings, stand as silent storytellers of a civilization that thrived centuries ago. Unlike the chambered dolmens we've just explored, the stelae of Tepe are marked by their vertical grandeur, each one a canvas of symbols and patterns that hint at a rich cultural tapestry. The stelae of Tepe are part of a larger collection of megalithic sites scattered across southern Ethiopia, but Tepe itself is perhaps the most famous. These stones, some reaching heights of over 2 meters, are adorned with carvings that include depictions of swords, circles, and other enigmatic symbols. The meaning behind these carvings remains a subject of debate, with some researchers suggesting they represent weapons or tools, while others believe they hold deeper spiritual or ritual significance. One of the most compelling theories about the stelae is their connection to burial practices. Excavations at Tepe have revealed human remains buried beneath or near the stones, leading many to conclude that the site served as a cemetery for an ancient community. The presence of grave goods such as pottery and tools further supports this idea, offering a glimpse into the lives and beliefs of those who once called this region home. The stelae also provide a fascinating link to the broader history of Ethiopia. Some scholars believe the carvings reflect the influence of the ancient Aksumite Empire, which flourished in the region around 2,000 years ago. Others argue that the stelae predate Aksum, pointing to their unique style and the absence of inscriptions, which are common in Aksumite monuments. This debate underscores the complexity of Ethiopia's prehistoric past and the challenges of piecing together its history from the fragments left behind. Local traditions add another layer of intrigue to the stelae of Tepe. In some communities, the stones are believed to mark the graves of warriors or heroes, while others see them as symbols of fertility or protection. These stories, passed down through generations, highlight the enduring cultural significance of the stelae and their role in shaping the identity of the region. Despite their historical importance, the stelae of Tepe face threats from both natural erosion and human activity. Efforts to preserve these ancient monuments are ongoing, but much remains to be done to ensure their survival for future generations. As we stand before these towering stones, we're reminded of the resilience of human memory and the power of these silent sentinels to connect us to a distant past. From the stelae of Tepe, our exploration of prehistoric megaliths continues, leading us next to the mysterious dolmens of the Golan Heights, where another chapter of ancient history awaits. Now, as we leave the towering stelae of Tepe behind, our journey takes us to the rugged landscapes of the Golan Heights, where another enigmatic chapter of prehistoric megaliths unfolds. Here, scattered across the rolling hills and fertile plains, lie the mysterious dolmens of the Golan Heights, massive stone structures that have puzzled archaeologists and historians for decades. The dolmens of the Golan Heights are among the largest and most numerous in the world, with thousands of these megalithic tombs dotting the region. Unlike the vertical stelae of Tepe, these dolmens are horizontal structures, typically consisting of two or more upright stones supporting a massive capstone. Some of these capstones weigh several tons, raising questions about how ancient builders managed to transport and position them with such precision. One of the most striking features of these dolmens is their sheer size. Many stand over 2 meters tall, with capstones that can span more than 3 meters in length. The construction techniques used to create these monuments are equally impressive. The stones were carefully selected and shaped, often with smooth surfaces and precise angles, suggesting a high level of craftsmanship and engineering knowledge. But what truly sets the dolmens of the Golan Heights apart is the mystery surrounding their purpose. While many dolmens around the world are believed to have served as burial sites, the Golan Heights dolmens present a more complex picture. Excavations have revealed human remains and grave goods in some, supporting the burial theory. However, others contain no such evidence, leading researchers to speculate about alternative uses. Some theories suggest that the dolmens may have served as territorial markers, signaling the presence of a powerful community or tribe. Others propose that they were part of a larger ritual or ceremonial landscape, possibly aligned with celestial events or natural features. The absence of inscriptions or carvings adds to the mystery, leaving us to rely on the stones themselves for clues about their creators and their intentions. The age of these dolmens is another point of intrigue. While some estimates place their construction around 4,000 years ago, others suggest they could be even older, dating back to the early Bronze Age. This uncertainty highlights the challenges of studying prehistoric sites, where the passage of time has erased much of the evidence needed to piece together their history. Local folklore offers its own interpretations of the dolmens. In some traditions, they are believed to be the work of giants or ancient heroes, while others see them as gateways to the underworld. These stories, though not scientifically verifiable, reflect the deep cultural significance of the dolmens and their enduring presence in the collective memory of the region. As we stand before these ancient structures, we're reminded of the ingenuity and determination of the people who built them. The dolmens of the Golan Heights are not just monuments of stone, they are testaments to a time when human creativity and ambition knew no bounds. From the Golan Heights, our exploration of prehistoric megaliths continues, leading us next to the lost stones of the Amazon, where another layer of ancient history awaits discovery. Now, as we venture deeper into the heart of the Amazon rainforest, a new chapter of prehistoric mystery unfolds before us. Hidden beneath the dense canopy and tangled undergrowth lie the lost stones of the Amazon megalithic structures that have only recently come to light, challenging our understanding of ancient civilizations in this vast and enigmatic region. The Amazon, often thought of as an untouched wilderness, is revealing secrets that suggest a far more complex history. Archaeologists have uncovered massive stone arrangements, including circles, mounds, and geometric patterns scattered across the rainforest. These structures, some dating back over 2,000 years, hint at the presence of sophisticated societies that once thrived in what was long considered an inhospitable environment. One of the most intriguing discoveries is a series of stone circles found in the Brazilian Amazon. These circles, some measuring over 30 meters in diameter, are composed of large, carefully placed stones. Researchers believe they may have served as ceremonial or gathering spaces, possibly aligned with astronomical events. The precision of their construction suggests a deep understanding of geometry and spatial organization, raising questions about the knowledge and skills of their builders. Another remarkable find is the presence of megalithic mounds, some reaching heights of several meters. These mounds, often containing layers of pottery, charcoal, and other artifacts, suggest they were used for both ceremonial and practical purposes. Some theories propose that they served as platforms for rituals or as markers of territorial boundaries, while others speculate they may have been part of a larger network of settlements connected by trade routes. The discovery of these structures challenges the long-held belief that the Amazon was sparsely populated before European contact. Instead, it points to the existence of thriving, interconnected communities that shaped the landscape in profound ways. The use of fire to clear land, the cultivation of crops, and the construction of these megalithic monuments all indicate a level of environmental management and cultural complexity that was previously underestimated. But who were the people behind these structures? While much remains unknown, some clues have emerged. Pottery fragments, tools, and other artifacts found at these sites suggest connections to ancient cultures such as the Marajora and the Tepe, who are known to have inhabited parts of the Amazon. However, the sheer scale and diversity of the megalithic sites suggest that multiple groups may have contributed to this architectural legacy, each leaving their mark on the landscape. Theories about the purpose of these structures are as varied as the sites themselves. Some researchers believe they were part of a larger cosmological system, aligning with celestial events or natural features to mark significant moments in time. Others suggest they were used for social or political purposes, serving as gathering places for communities or as symbols of power and authority. As we piece together the story of the lost stones of the Amazon, we're reminded of the resilience and ingenuity of the people who once called this rainforest home. These megalithic structures are not just remnants of the past. They are windows into a world where human creativity and adaptability flourished in one of the most challenging environments on Earth. From the Amazon, our journey takes us next to the enigmatic stones of the Orkney Islands, where another layer of prehistoric mystery awaits. Now, as we leave the dense jungles of the Amazon behind, our journey takes us to the windswept shores of the Orkney Islands, a remote archipelago off the northern coast of Scotland. Here, amidst the rugged landscape, lies another layer of prehistoric mystery, the enigmatic stones of the Orkney Islands. These ancient megalithic sites, steeped in history and shrouded in intrigue, offer a glimpse into the lives and beliefs of the people who once inhabited this remote corner of the world. The Orkney Islands are home to some of the most well-preserved and fascinating megalithic structures in Europe. Among the most famous is the Ring of Brodgar, a massive stone circle that stands as a testament to the ingenuity and skill of its builders. Composed of 27 towering stones, the ring spans over 100 meters in diameter, creating a striking presence against the island's dramatic skyline. What makes this site particularly intriguing is its precise alignment with celestial events. Researchers believe that the stones were positioned to mark the movements of the sun and moon, serving as a kind of ancient calendar or observatory. Nearby, the stones of Stenness add another layer of mystery to the Orkney landscape. This smaller but equally impressive stone circle is thought to have been a focal point for rituals and ceremonies. The site's central hearth, along with evidence of animal bones and pottery, suggests that it may have been a place of feasting and communal gatherings. The stones themselves, some standing over 5 meters tall, are believed to have held deep spiritual significance, possibly serving as a bridge between the earthly and the divine. Another remarkable site is Misho, a Neolithic chambered tomb that showcases the advanced engineering skills of its builders. The tomb's entrance passage is aligned with the setting sun during the winter solstice, allowing sunlight to illuminate the inner chamber in a breathtaking display. This alignment suggests a profound connection between the tomb's design and the cycles of nature, hinting at a cosmology that intertwined life, death, and the heavens. The purpose of these megalithic sites remains a subject of debate among archaeologists and historians. Some believe they were used for astronomical observations, helping ancient communities track the seasons and plan agricultural activities. Others suggest they were centers of spiritual and ritual activity where communities gathered to honor their ancestors, celebrate the cycles of nature, or mark significant life events. The presence of intricate carvings and symbols on some of the stones further supports the idea that these sites held deep cultural and religious significance. What makes the Orkney Islands particularly fascinating is the sheer concentration of megalithic sites in such a small area. This density suggests that the islands may have been a cultural or spiritual hub for prehistoric communities, drawing people from across the region. The interplay between the natural landscape and these ancient structures creates a sense of timelessness, inviting us to imagine the lives of those who once walked among these stones. As we explore the enigmatic stones of the Orkney Islands, we're reminded of the enduring power of these ancient sites to captivate and inspire. They stand not only as monuments to the past, but also as windows into the minds and hearts of the people who built them. From the celestial alignments of the Ring of Brodgar to the ritual significance of the stones of Stenness, these megaliths tell a story of human ingenuity, spirituality, and connection to the cosmos. Our journey now takes us to the forgotten megaliths of Sardinia, where another chapter of prehistoric mystery awaits. Now, as we journey from the windswept shores of the Orkney Islands, our exploration brings us to the sun-drenched landscapes of Sardinia, an island steeped in ancient history and dotted with enigmatic stone structures. Here, the forgotten megaliths of Sardinia, known as Newgrange, rise from the earth like silent guardians of a bygone era. These towering stone fortresses, unique to this Mediterranean island, offer a fascinating glimpse into the lives and ingenuity of their prehistoric builders. The Newgrange are unlike any other megalithic structures in the world. Built between the 18th and 6th centuries before the Common Era, these conical towers are constructed entirely of large, interlocking stones without the use of mortar. Some of these structures reach heights of over 20 meters, with walls several meters thick, showcasing the remarkable engineering skills of their creators. The most impressive feature of the Newgrange is their intricate design, often featuring multiple chambers, spiral staircases, and narrow passageways that wind through the interior. This complexity suggests that these structures were more than just simple dwellings. They were likely centers of community life, serving both practical and symbolic purposes. One of the most debated aspects of the Newgrange is their possible defensive role. Many of these structures are strategically positioned on hilltops or near natural resources, offering commanding views of the surrounding landscape. This placement, combined with their thick walls and narrow entrances, has led some researchers to believe that the Newgrange were built as fortresses to protect against invaders or rival tribes. Evidence of weapons and tools found at some sites further supports this theory. However, others argue that the Newgrange may have served as symbols of power or status, reflecting the social hierarchy of the communities that built them. Adding to the mystery is the question of who these builders were. The Newgrange civilization, which constructed these remarkable structures, left behind no written records, leaving archaeologists to piece together their story through the stones themselves. What we do know is that this civilization thrived for over a millennium, developing advanced techniques in metallurgy, agriculture, and architecture. The sheer number of Newgrange, over 7,000, have been identified across Sardinia, suggests a highly organized and resourceful society capable of coordinating large-scale construction projects. Beyond their practical uses, the Newgrange also hold deep cultural and spiritual significance. Many of these structures are surrounded by smaller stone huts, known as villages, which may have been used for communal gatherings or religious ceremonies. Some Newgrange are aligned with celestial events such as the solstices, hinting at a connection between these structures and the cycles of nature. The presence of sacred wells and altars near some sites further underscores their role in the spiritual life of the Newgrange people. As we stand before these ancient stone towers, we're reminded of the enduring legacy of the Newgrange civilization. The Newgrange are not just relics of the past, they are testaments to human creativity, resilience, and the desire to leave a lasting mark on the world. Their unique architecture, combined with the mystery of their purpose and builders, continues to captivate archaeologists and visitors alike, inviting us to imagine the lives of those who once walked among these stones. Our journey now takes us to the ancient stones of the Canary Islands, where another chapter of prehistoric mystery awaits. Shifting our gaze from the rugged landscapes of Sardinia, we now set our sights on the Canary Islands, a volcanic archipelago off the coast of northwestern Africa. Here, amidst the dramatic cliffs and lush valleys, lie the ancient stones of the Canary Islands, megalithic structures that whisper secrets of a long-lost civilization. These enigmatic formations scattered across the islands are believed to be the work of the Guanches, the original inhabitants of the Canary Islands, whose story remains shrouded in mystery. The Guanches, a people of Berber origin, are thought to have arrived on the islands around the first millennium before the Common Era. Isolated from the mainland, they developed a unique culture that thrived for centuries before the arrival of European explorers in the 15th century. The megalithic structures they left behind are among the most intriguing remnants of their civilization, offering clues to their way of life, beliefs, and technological capabilities. One of the most striking features of these ancient stones is their alignment with natural landmarks and celestial events. Many of the structures are positioned to mark the solstices and equinoxes, suggesting that the Guanches had a deep understanding of astronomy. These alignments may have served both practical and spiritual purposes, helping the Guanches track the seasons for agriculture while also connecting them to the rhythms of the cosmos. The megalithic sites of the Canary Islands vary in form and function. Some are simple stone circles, while others are more complex arrangements of standing stones, altars, and burial chambers. One of the most notable sites is the Cuva Pintada, or Painted Cave, on the island of Gran Canaria. This underground chamber, adorned with geometric patterns and symbols, is believed to have been a sacred space for rituals and ceremonies. The intricate designs, painted in red, white, and black, hint at a rich symbolic language that we are only beginning to decipher. Another fascinating aspect of these structures is their connection to the Guanches' burial practices. Many of the megalithic sites are associated with tombs where the Guanches laid their dead to rest in carefully constructed stone chambers. These burial sites often contain artifacts such as pottery, tools, and personal ornaments, providing valuable insights into the daily lives and beliefs of this ancient people. The care taken in constructing these tombs suggests a deep reverence for the dead and a belief in an afterlife. Despite the wealth of information these structures provide, much about the Guanches remains unknown. Their language, for example, has been lost to time, with only a few inscriptions and place names surviving. This linguistic gap makes it difficult to fully understand the meaning behind the symbols and alignments found at the megalithic sites. However, ongoing archaeological research continues to uncover new clues, slowly piecing together the story of this enigmatic civilization. The ancient stones of the Canary Islands stand as silent witnesses to the ingenuity and resilience of the Guanches. These structures, shaped by human hands and the passage of time, remind us of the enduring connection between people and the land they inhabit. As we explore these sites, we are invited to reflect on the mysteries of the past and the stories that remain untold. Our journey now takes us to the American Southwest, where the megalithic structures of ancient Native American cultures await discovery. Now, as we cross the vast expanse of the Atlantic, our journey brings us to the rugged landscapes of the American Southwest. Here, amidst the red rock canyons and arid deserts, lie the mysterious stones of ancient Native American cultures, megalithic structures that stand as silent testaments to a rich and complex history. These formations, scattered across the region, offer a glimpse into the lives, beliefs, and ingenuity of the people who once called this land home. The American Southwest is home to a variety of megalithic sites, each with its own unique characteristics and stories. Among the most well-known are the stone circles and alignments found in places like Choco Canyon in New Mexico and the Hohokam sites in Arizona. These structures, often constructed with remarkable precision, suggest a deep understanding of astronomy, engineering, and the natural world. One of the most intriguing aspects of these megalithic sites is their alignment with celestial events. Many of the stone circles and structures are positioned to mark the solstices, equinoxes, and other significant astronomical phenomena. For example, the Great House at Choco Canyon is aligned with the rising and setting of the sun during the solstices, indicating that the builders had a sophisticated knowledge of the solar cycle. These alignments likely served both practical and spiritual purposes, helping ancient communities track the seasons for agriculture while also connecting them to the rhythms of the cosmos. The construction of these megalithic structures also reveals the advanced engineering skills of the ancient Native American cultures. The stones used in these sites were often quarried from distant locations and transported over long distances, a feat that required careful planning and coordination. The precision with which these stones were cut and placed suggests a high level of craftsmanship and a deep respect for the materials they worked with. In addition to their astronomical and engineering significance, these megalithic sites also hold cultural and spiritual importance. Many of the structures are believed to have been used for rituals, ceremonies, and communal gatherings. For example, the Kiva's circular, subterranean chambers found at many southwestern sites were likely used for religious and social activities. These spaces, often adorned with intricate carvings and symbols, provide valuable insights into the spiritual beliefs and practices of the ancient inhabitants. The connection between these megalithic structures and the natural landscape is another fascinating aspect of their design. Many of the sites are situated in locations that offer stunning views of the surrounding environment, suggesting that the builders sought to harmonize their creations with the natural world. This connection to the land is a recurring theme in Native American cultures, reflecting a deep reverence for the earth and its resources. Despite the wealth of information these structures provide, much about the ancient Native American cultures of the Southwest remains unknown. The lack of written records and the passage of time have left many questions unanswered. However, ongoing archaeological research and the preservation of these sites continue to shed light on the lives and achievements of these remarkable people. The mysterious stones of the American Southwest stand as enduring symbols of the ingenuity, resilience, and spiritual depth of ancient Native American cultures. As we explore these sites, we are reminded of the rich tapestry of human history and the countless stories that remain to be uncovered. Our journey now takes us to the towering peaks of the Andes, where the hidden megaliths of ancient civilizations await discovery. Now, as we ascend into the towering peaks of the Andes, we uncover the hidden megaliths of ancient civilizations, structures that stand as silent witnesses to a time long past. These massive stone formations scattered across the rugged highlands are not only marvels of engineering but also windows into the spiritual and scientific minds of their creators. The Andes, stretching along the western edge of South America, are home to some of the most impressive megalithic sites in the world. Among these, the ruins of Sacsayhuaman near Cusco, Peru, stand out for their sheer scale and precision. The walls of Sacsayhuaman are constructed from enormous stones, some weighing over 100 tons, fitted together with such accuracy that not even a blade of grass can slip between them. This level of craftsmanship raises questions about the tools and techniques used by the builders, as well as the purpose behind such monumental efforts. One of the most fascinating aspects of these Andean megaliths is their possible connection to astronomy. Many of the structures are aligned with celestial events, such as the solstices and equinoxes, suggesting that the builders had a deep understanding of the cosmos. For example, the Intihuatana stone at Machu Picchu, often referred to as the hitching post of the sun, is believed to have been used as an astronomical observatory or calendar. This stone, along with other alignments found throughout the region, indicates that the ancient Andean cultures were not only skilled engineers but also keen observers of the heavens. The construction of these megalithic sites also highlights the ingenuity and resourcefulness of their builders. The stones used in these structures were often quarried from distant locations and transported across challenging terrain, a feat that required advanced knowledge of logistics and engineering. The precision with which these stones were cut and placed suggests a level of sophistication that continues to baffle modern researchers. Beyond their astronomical and engineering significance, these megalithic sites hold deep cultural and spiritual meaning. Many of the structures are believed to have been used for rituals and ceremonies, serving as sacred spaces where the ancient Andean people connected with their gods and ancestors. The intricate carvings and symbols found at these sites provide valuable insights into the beliefs and practices of these ancient cultures, offering a glimpse into their worldview and way of life. The connection between these megalithic structures and the natural landscape is another striking feature. Many of the sites are situated in locations that offer breathtaking views of the surrounding mountains and valleys, suggesting that the builders sought to harmonize their creations with the environment. This reverence for the natural world is a recurring theme in Andean cultures, reflecting a deep respect for the earth and its resources. Despite the wealth of information these structures provide, much about the ancient Andean civilizations remains shrouded in mystery. The lack of written records and the passage of time have left many questions unanswered. However, ongoing archaeological research and the preservation of these sites continue to shed light on the lives and achievements of these remarkable people. The hidden megaliths of the Andes stand as enduring symbols of the ingenuity, resilience, and spiritual depth of ancient Andean cultures. As we explore these sites, we are reminded of the rich tapestry of human history and the countless stories that remain to be uncovered. And with that, our journey through the uncharted histories of prehistoric megaliths comes to a close. From the forgotten giants of Göbekli Tepe to the hidden stones of the Andes, we've traveled across time and space to uncover the mysteries of these ancient marvels. Each site tells a story of human ingenuity, spiritual connection, and a deep reverence for the natural world. Which of these megalithic sites fascinates you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more explorations into history's greatest enigmas. Until next time, keep exploring and keep uncovering the mysteries of our past. As we bring our journey to a close, it's impossible not to marvel at the sheer diversity and mystery of the 25 prehistoric megalithic sites we've explored. From the towering stones of Göbekli Tepe to the enigmatic ruins of the Andes, each site tells a story of human ingenuity, spiritual connection, and a profound relationship with the natural world. These ancient structures, scattered across the globe, stand as testaments to the creativity and resilience of civilizations long gone, yet their secrets continue to captivate us. What makes these megaliths so fascinating is not just their size or complexity, but the unanswered questions they leave behind. How did ancient peoples without modern tools or technology achieve such precision and scale? What drove them to align their creations with the stars, the sun, and the earth? And what stories, rituals, and beliefs were tied to these monumental efforts? These questions remind us that history is not just a record of what we know, but a call to explore what we don't. Each site we've uncovered offers a unique glimpse into the lives of those who came before us. Whether it's the astronomical alignments of Newgrange, the haunting moai of Easter Island, or the sunken mysteries of Yonaguni, these megaliths challenge us to rethink our understanding of ancient cultures. They remind us that the past is not a static collection of facts, but a living, breathing mystery waiting to be unraveled. As we reflect on these 25 uncharted histories, one thing becomes clear: the story of humanity is far richer and more complex than we often imagine. These megaliths are not just relics of the past, they are invitations to explore, to question, and to connect with the shared heritage of our species. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. Which of these megalithic sites fascinates you the most? Is it the precision of Puma Punku, the spiritual depth of the Astonished stones, or the sheer scale of Sacsayhuaman? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you've enjoyed this journey through history's greatest enigmas, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more explorations into the mysteries of our past. Until next time, keep exploring and keep uncovering the stories that shape our world.